Welcome back. In our previous video, we installed Kali Linux onto VirtualBox using the Mac operating system. In this video, we're going to install Guest Additions, which includes a few very nice to have tools, and in my opinion, they are almost necessary. One of those is shared folders between your host machine and your virtual machine. One of them is your clipboard, one of them is full screen for your virtual machine. I think all of those are very important to have, so I like to have Guest Additions installed. First thing we're going to do is add a new source to our sources list. We're going to need to navigate to etc apt, and just to show what's in there, we're going to open up sources.list. So let's nano sources.list. Now, I've already written it in here, but you'll need to add this line, deb http:// http.kali.org/kali space kali-rolling space main space contrib space non-free. This is the rolling build for Kali. Some people will recommend against that. Some people will recommend for it. I personally find this easiest to get Guest Additions installed. There may be other ways. This is the easiest way that I've found, and I don't see a big problem with having the constantly latest updates installed from Kali. So once you've added that, you can Control O to save, Enter to save the file name, and Control X to exit Nano. Once we've done that, we're going to do those updates I talked about in the prior video. We're going to start with apt-clean, apt-get clean. This is going to clean up anything that may be left over from a prior update. If you've been fooling around with your virtual machine before installing Guest Additions, this could help there. I actually have already done the updates, and so I'm going to do an apt-get clean just to make sure there's nothing in the way. So we're going to do a couple different commands. I'm going to show you how to do them all at once and then how to do them one at a time. Apt-get update-y. Update will first fetch all the updates and will make sure you have the latest list of updates to grab. -y just says yes to any of the upgrades that it finds. Next we're going to do an and, which means run this command as well, apt-get upgrade. So apt-get update will grab the updates, and upgrade will actually perform the upgrade for you. The final command will be apt-get dist upgrade, and that will also be a -y. So dist upgrade will actually update your distribution. So all three of these commands are various levels of upgrading Kali to the absolute latest, the cutting edge, which is what rolling is. All of these commands will get you to where you need to be. It will update your headers so that you can update and install Guest Additions. So we're going to back this up for just a little while and do these commands one at a time. I've already run all these just to save time. These updates can take an hour, sometimes longer, depending on your internet connection. So they should be fairly instant for me. So apt-get update will first check for updates to see if there are any. And for me, it should not find any, so it says done. For you, this may actually take a few minutes for it to actually go through the whole list and download things that it needs to grab. Next, we're going to do apt-get upgrade. Again, I'm going to say -y to just say yes to any updates. And as you can see at the very bottom, there were 0 upgraded, 0 newly added, and 0 to remove, and 0 not upgraded. This is because I updated 20 minutes ago, so there should not be anything new. Finally, apt-get dist upgrade -y, and again, there should not be anything defined, so 0 changed. I did this because I didn't want to pause the video for over an hour while these updates are grabbed. So once you have completed all those upgrades, and it may take you quite some time, it may not take very long if you have substantial internet. Now once you've done that, you want to reboot, and this is important. Your computer actually needs to, Kali specifically, not your computer, but Kali needs to settle some of those updates, which I did not do. So we've got about a minute or so to clean up and finish some of those jobs. They're going to take just a little bit of time. And I'm going to let this finish. Once we've done that, we have one more command to run, And then we'll reboot one more time, and that's all it takes. Guest Edition should be installed. My reboot has finished. We're going to jump right back into Kali. Let me drag this back into the middle. Doesn't need to be in the corner. You see my notes in the background. That install VirtualBox command is what we'll be doing next. So we're going to log back into root. Once Kali comes back up, we're going to open our terminal again. And we're going to do apt dash. Oh, I see. Apt dash y. Install VirtualBox guest x11. So that -y command actually took care of a few prompts that I saw flash quickly. Luckily, we don't have to manage them because -y took care of that for us. I was going to say yes to any prompts anyway. -y does that for us. And it's finished. So now that VirtualBox has been installed, the one thing we have to do now, and let's just check to make sure it hasn't already worked. Letterboxing is still there. Let's reboot. So here's that stop job again that we just saw. Another minute and a half. It'll clean up any running tasks, and we'll finish installing VirtualBox, and we'll come back into Kali with guest editions completely installed. All right, my update took just a little over a minute as usual, and Kali is coming back online now. As soon as we launch into Kali, I'm going to expand it and just double check that guest editions has been successful. The easiest way to check is our resolution. If we can expand beyond that letterbox and go full screen, then we know guest editions has worked. And there you go. Kali hasn't completely loaded yet, but you can see now that that letterboxing is gone. From this point now, we could set up a shared folder. We can enable clipboard from host machine to virtual machine, full screen as you see now. A lot of great tools. For me, guest editions is a must-have. Thanks for watching.